Kubo's use of negative space in Bleach. Bleach is one of the most polarizing aesthetic choices in modern manga. Where critics saw laziness or a rushed production schedule, Kubo defended it as a deliberate narrative tool. He wasn't leaving pages blank. He was illustrating the air. By stripping away the physical environment, he forces the reader to look directly into the emotional void of the character, making the atmosphere itself feel heavy, suffocating, or electric. To appreciate just how radical this is, you only have to look at how his contemporaries handle the exact same medium. Kubo versus Oda, the Horizon versus the Void. Consider Eiichiro Oda, One Piece. Oda's philosophy is the absolute antithesis of Kubo's. An Oda panel is a maximalist marvel, jam-packed with background lore, expressive background characters, physical geography, and meticulously detailed architecture. If a battle happens on an island, Oda ensures you feel the weight of that island's history, its culture, and its physical destruction in every single frame. The environment is a character in its own right. Kubo, on the other hand, operates like a theater director working under minimalist stage lighting. When Ichigo faces Aizen, or when the Espada unleash their power, the physical world doesn't just break, it completely ceases to matter. Kubo kills the background so that the clash of intent takes center stage. You aren't distracted by flying debris or collapsing buildings. You are locked in an intense, claustrophobic staring contest with the character's psyche. Kubo versus Miura, the weight of detail versus the weight of emptiness. Another fascinating contrast is with the late Kentaro Miura, Berserk. Miura used hyper-detailed, pitch-black ink work to convey dread. The world of Berserk feels suffocating because every leaf, every drop of blood, and every shadow is rendered with agonizing precision. The darkness is literal, heavy, and inescapable. Kubo achieves that exact same sense of dread, but through the polar opposite method, blinding, stark whiteness. In Bleach, despair doesn't creep up from the shadows. It isolates you in an empty, infinite vacuum. When a character is overwhelmed, the white background stops feeling like a blank canvas and starts feeling like an existential void, a silent, deafening space where no one can help them. Ultimately, Kubo's approach treats manga less like a comic book and more like high-fashion design or traditional ink-wash painting. By illustrating the air, he relies entirely on character design, sharp silhouettes, and subtle facial expressions to tell you exactly how high the stakes are. It's a high-wire act, without detailed backgrounds to hide behind. Every single line he draws has to be perfect. If you appreciated this look at manga artistry, consider subscribing. My current goal is to hit my first 10 subscribers, and your support directly helps the channel grow.